Shield Wars, Shield Wars, Shield Wars. Hey you guys, what is up? Turumba here. Welcome back to another episode of Shield Wars. Okay, hey, so part number 3, if you have seen it. If not, go watch it, because this is build up and this is the rematch between me and Alicia, Alicia, I guess, something like that. I have already excused to her. Anyway, so I thought I need more punch, and well, this is what I came up with. Let's have a look at it. So we're gonna start out with a Warlord's Companion, tier 1. 6 spears, tier 3, levy though. The good old Danelor male swordsman, retinue 3. This is the extra punch. It's ridiculous, I know, and we will see, how ridiculous it actually got. The 2 shield biters, because they, one of them served me well, and the other one was just eaten up. 3 archers, 2 javelins, archers on 1, javelins as well, and 2 retinue melee cav. So, on the other side, West Seaxe, as it at its finest, I might want to say. Well, look at that. She had learned her lesson as well. She needs a little bit more of the tier 3 retinues, and yeah, well, she did very good actually. So she had a elite sword infantry general. It's kind of interesting. He's at 3, tier 3. Then retinue sword 2, 1 Thanes, 2 early Thanes or Earl Thanes, tier 2, and 2 of the 3. So we have 2 1, 2 2, 2 3s. So surrounded by encouragement giving Royal Thanes elite swords, tier 1, 2 of them, and then a Royal Huskarl, tier 3. 3 archers, 2 javelins, all on 1, and 2 levy melee cav. So, if you have a little bit of clue in Thrones of Britannia, you know what happens. Together with good gameplay, we will, see a horrible, horrible thing happening. I've just realized I have, now the brother is, the arrow's fine. So here we go. I have my usual setup. These are the archers, these are javelins, and then spear, retinue, spear, retinue, spear, retinue, shield biter, general, the long axe, shield biter, 2 horses here. On the other side, the levy cav, general, Royal Huskarls, the Royal Thanes, 1 here, 1 here, and this is the second line, yes. And so I kind of wonder if she did it. She didn't mix up, which might be fine, might be not fine. We will see. It was fine, but in general, I'm not entirely sure if I would be a fan of that, because actually, if I would have been more observant or had a real army to punch, I should have attacked on this side. And we wouldn't have not bad chances, so to say, because it's actually from weak to strong it goes around. So, a lot more shooter stuff, this time on Alicia's side. So, here we go. There goes the Royal Huskarls immediately to the horses, which is kind of interesting. I was, just sending a spear towards the horses, and yeah, usually I use a spear to back up any horse's movement, but well, this unfolds in a very interesting way, and yeah, in a pretty stupid way as well. So there they are, the Royal Huskarls and the Scouts Horsemen. We know already that Alicia is pretty good with them horses, so I don't do much here. I brought the long axe man a little bit, But yeah, we can't really deal with the Royal Huskarls, so... And I guess we can even speed it up a little bit. So we're just standing there, and I was thinking, well, we can't really do something, and I brought the archers around and the long axes. Meanwhile, every now and then a shot is fired at these guys. Why? Ah, here we go. Okay. So she's just dirtling around, bringing the Huskarl away from the archers further. And I thought, well, this might go somewhere. Because we have now 2 units there, and, well, she just falls back. Very good luring out there. So, and at this point I should have just, yeah, fall back, let the archers do their work. But what I do is we attack here. Kinda works in the first place. Then a second charge here, and the Royal Huskarls. I thought we'd just pin him down, but then I made several wrong decisions. So I bring the archers this way, but they, you know, they should have done things way earlier. We know what happens when the Huskarls meet the Dunnet or spears. I thought we couldn't bring these guys around, but yeah, it was too late already. We rushed in here, do even a little bit of damage, but yeah, the scout horses can just go out of there. I was able to chase them, but they had a charge. They are going out of there again, and behind my calf, the Royal Thanes coming. That means encouragement for all of these guys. The Royal Huskarls are not very bothered. The one we have charged with that horse is about to fuck off, but still has 28 guys. The first charge who charged the Huskarls is down to 14 and then fucks off. The long X-Men against the Huskarls have no fucking chance whatsoever. There goes the second horse. It is a fucking disaster, guys. Yeah, definitely my fault. Good play on her side. But yeah, this is not something I would be proud of. So and suddenly we have Royal Danes, and you know, they have lost 60 men in this whole encounter. If you have Royal Huskarls against you, yeah, stay out of with the horses. I do think this is the big lesson we've learned here. So, well, I thought this is that. I'm just gonna start now because, well, I might have a couple more infantry, so if I can use that, I can use that. But truth is, these are all retinue swords, and the Levi spears have not a big chance. So pretty good work here. Is we cannot really see that, but they are firing, and they're all firing on the Danelor spears, which is quite important to note, actually. Meanwhile, my archers are totally unprotected there, doing a little bit of work on the Huskarls, but it's not much at all. So I'm gonna start the fight. Now the shield castle is, yeah, pretty much useless. Very important here is that this Danelor spear is down to 107, and I say it's pretty much useless because shield castle does not anything for your melee defense. Your guys, if they stand still, they are automatically in the shield wall, and it's just standard. This is the shield castle, and I kind of want to repeat that over and over again. The shield castle is only good for against shooting. As you can see when you hover over it. So, bad things, shield biters getting shot to pieces. Meet the Royal Thanes here. I try a little bit here, but well, she did pretty good. She's always concentrated fire. And there the male Thanes have lost 3. I mean, they're tier 3 nonetheless. Very well done. Shield biters getting evils shot together and eaten up by the Royal Thanes. my archers are running for their life because there is still Cav from Alicia running around. So this is all going pretty bad. We have established a little wall here, but this wall contains just the levy spears against the royal thanes and the general. It's basically pretty soon done. We have a little attack here. I brought the second shield biter around to deal with the royal bodyguard, which was kind of a good idea, but the truth is, and very well done in this case, the royal bodyguard is a tier 3 one and won't give in that fast just because some shield biters nibbling at them. So I start a little bit to skirmish and kite here. This is really scary actually. They are getting tired, the royal Huskars, and she's just clearing up, pouring in here. This is just really good played. I'm starting to dawdle around a little bit with the archers just into the Huskars. Now these guys can really take a punch. I split them up a little bit later as well, and we can have a look at that later. So as expected, the Danelaw spears are about to fall. These guys are running away. The shield biters have nibbled a little bit away here, 28, but yeah, he's just a tier 3 guy. He won't give in that fast. So I split up my archers a little bit just to get more shots in. And they're doing a little bit, but these guys, yeah, they're doing a good job by not dying. 82 versus 104, 3, 2. So we kind of seem to winning this, but yeah. There's no one else. The Danelaw spear starts to waver every now and then. This is basically completely gone. Shield biters working on the general. I had my hopes up high, but at this point I was thinking, yeah, I mean, look at this. These guys have all free range. The 3 archers are still firing on the royal Huskars, who is now in the woods, and we don't do much. And she... yeah, it looks like that she has enabled to space loose formation as well. Very well done, yeah. So now I didn't saw this while we are fighting, and I was whining about that these guys don't do damage to them with the bows and split it in 3. But yeah, well, they took a little bit of damage, and it's fine actually. Just another good play on Alicia's side there. So 62, 63. Not sure if we can make it there. It doesn't really matter because, yeah, you see what's happening there. There's free roam in the back. She now realizes that she can, speed up my demise. The male swordsmen getting attacked by the royal thanes and the tier 3 ones, so at a certain point they will start breaking as well. My missile units are scattered down to 60, the royal Huskars, but it doesn't matter anymore. The Danelaw spear starts to waver because those guys run away. Another wavering point. Good choice here again on Alicia's side. She's going straight for the wavering spear. Our general is more or less losing meanwhile. Is he losing? Slightly, yeah. So it all goes down. Yeah, fantastic army composition. Well executed, the little skirmish here. Here we go, guys. The downfall of me. And well deserved, if you ask me. General's dead. No shit, sir. It's not in our favor anymore. The shield biters are about to fuck off as well. They did quite a good job, eh? I mean, tier 3 and down to 46. Even though if he would have been dead, it wouldn't change anything. Because the all of these guys were retinees, and thus they are disciplined, and thus if the general dies, they do not care. as our general dies now, and the only ones who are really standing here are the mailed swords Retiny.
An entire unit has perished.
Yeah, very well done. Well deserved. Better army, better executed. There's really nothing to say about this. And this has been a very, very fruitful learning process. So, West Saxon are, I think, by far the the strongest faction whatsoever. You can play a lot and you can beat the West Saxons, but overall, we will have a look here at the army again in the aftermath. Look at all of the Retiny guys, and the point is, you don't have to go for tier 1 or tier 2. You could go for a couple of tier 3s, but then you just take the Saxon swords guy, and they are Retiny tier 3 as well. They are a little bit cheaper, and I have made an army with basically 3 of those guys and a shit ton of the Saxon warriors, tier 3 Retiny, and they do a fantastic job. You can always feel the encourage giver. This is a major good thing. So I have so this gave me a lot of ideas. I do not copy it because I think this is not needed. I have scrapped an archer. I'm not sure about the Royal Huskarls, but yeah, the Royal Thanes are pretty good. Together with the male Thanes and the Saxon warriors, Retiny tier 3. Which are also disciplined and yeah, pretty nice. So yeah, the spears didn't stand a chance. I was just massively outplanned and outsmarted. Very well done, no joke. So we will have the next time very interesting 2 battles. Before we, Alicia and I had a 3rd battle, which I lost. Thus, we had 3 fights. 2 were won by Alicia, but I do not care about the 3rd loss, because she know what she did there. So this is just want to point that out, and we might get a rebattle for the 3rd one, or just keeping on battling in another time, because yeah, Alicia is a real worthwhile enemy to fight. Really enjoyed this one. Of course, it's never really, you get your ass kicked, but this is fruitful kicking. No joke. This is how you learn the most. And this shows so much, actually. I'm kind of snoopy with it. Maybe how Mirs would do in the multiplayer with their spears. But overall, I guess we can say spears on levy hands are not really, cutting the mustard. Anyway, very well done. Look at the numbers. Yeah, they actually speak for themselves. Really, really good. Yeah, guys. And with that, kind of wanna. We have interesting gameplay. Next time. I can't really say his name yet, because it's a little bit foreign, but nonetheless. And he does what we have seen here with the scout horses, and he does that to a level which was really impressive. Sadly, I cannot show. We had 4 battles, and I can only show. I could show 3, but I will only show 2. But I won 3 and he won 1, and I was asking him while we are playing that he could give me the replay, but he didn't answer, and I found that very pity. So the one where I actually lose is not available, but it was a good one as well, and I would have liked to show that actually. So because this is a good ass kicking is best way to learning, at least in multiplayer. So yeah, as you've noticed, my general had no abilities. This might change in the next episode, and if not in the next episode after that episode. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked it. It was a fast one, nonetheless. Yeah, very fruitful. I cannot stress that out. GG, Alicia, and yeah, hope to see you on the battlefield soon. So I kind of want to point out as well that it's gonna get a little bit difficult to actually find player with on the game. So I feel like the player base was never big, and since the current beta patch changes so much, just people stop playing the game until the beta patch is out. And I have now several times waited in the while hosting a battle, waited for enemies, and nobody came in. And that's just that's just sad actually, I feel. Anyway, guys, wherever you are, do have a nice one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Sad that I have to say it, but I do think the rinse and repeat about that. At a certain point, I just get you, and then you will do it. I think that might be the secret of that bullshit phrase. Anyway, guys, not for reason, wherever you want to have a nice one. We see us on the next episode of Shield Wars. Goodbye.